Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another Wild Rift video. Today I'm gonna be giving you the top 5 best champions to play in patch 6.2. Again, these are not gonna be the obvious broken things. You know, we all know Aurora is good. You know, we all know Varus is good. We all know about the standard stuff, Yuumi, Lulu. This video is gonna give you like the secret little picks that are extremely strong and that are pretty much never banned and that you can always just play and expect to have a high win rate if you play really well. So first things first, and funny thing, this is currently an unreleased video that I'm showing right here, and Gnar in the top lane is just absolutely disgusting. I put him in the A tier. However, after actually playing him, he is so good. He is so unbelievably good. The thing about him is, in the late game, he can 1v1 ADCs if he's ranged Gnar. If he's Mega Gnar, he can jump in and throw everyone into the wall. And even tanks, he can chunk them down with the small Gnar. Gnar got nerfed like 15,000 times, but he's still broken. He's still insanely, absurdly powerful. I didn't realize how good he was until I played him myself. It's just ridiculous. Like, what is his weakness? Look at this, look at this clip right here. There's not many champions that can just jump in and push everyone into the wall like that. So like, he has everything. He has damage, he's oppressive in lane, he's super tanky when he turns into Mega Gnar, he has massive amounts of CC, he has percentage HP damage with his second ability. What else do you need on a champion? Like for real, what else do you need? He literally has everything. And I'm like even thinking, are there like any big counters against him that I can think of right now? The answer is no. I mean, of course, there are things that are good against him. You know, Janna is really good against him, for example. He can't really play well against her. There are things that can work quite well against Gnar. You know, Fiora would do pretty well against it. But like, there's really not much. There's really not much. And then on top of everything, he even takes jungle pretty quick, considering that he's like a tanky Baron laner. And for me, you know what the thing for me is that makes him so much better than like most other Baron laners? So, of course, when you're not Mega Gnar, you're not that tanky, right? You do need to be Mega to be tanky. If he's the small Gnar, he's not tanky. So that would be a setback for Gnar, right? Like if the timing is bad, you know, like right here, I turned into Mega Gnar. Imagine a fight erupts right when Mega Gnar, is gone. That could be problematic because the small Gnar, this one, doesn't do that much damage. Like, sure you do damage, but like as you can see here, this is big trouble, right? You're not tanky when you are mini Gnar. So that would probably be the only weakness he has, just the short duration of the ultimate of the Mega Gnar. But like honestly, if you can play around Mega Gnar, so if you are an aggressive player, you are the type of player that just forces engages, you go in, you dive deep and you make it happen, that's when Gnar is going to be good for you. If you are a passive player, sort of anticipating engages and stuff like that, never ever play Gnar. Trust me, like the only player that would ever be able to make Gnar work is the player that just makes plays happen, the one that engages, the one that fights like crazy. Not the one that just waits and sees what happens and thinks like, okay, whatever, if my team goes in, I'm gonna go in. No. You will decide when you go in. You will decide what happens in the fights. That's what you have to do. Like here you can see, I am Mega Gnar, I force an engage. Because you also get bonus HP when you turn into Mega Gnar, which just opens up opportunities to make some great plays. And honestly, this champion, I really didn't see many weaknesses. So, moving on to the jungle. This one may seem obvious for some people, but I'm still gonna put him here. It's Rengar. I played Rengar today a couple of times and he is so unbelievably broken. This clip is from like half a year ago. This was when Rengar got reworked, so this is still the same Rengar as we have today, but now it's even better because of a few things. Well, number one, why he would be weaker, by the way, is Bloodthirster. ADC's getting Bloodthirster is a direct hard counter to Rengar. However, Rengar himself also builds Bloodthirster. And Essence Reaver got buffed for Rengar. So that's really good as well. You're utilizing the Essence Reaver all the time because Rengar spams his abilities. And then also Duskblade. You engage and you become invisible. So if you're ever in a game where you need to use Duskblade, you can engage, get a free kill, and just leave out easily. And honestly, after playing Rengar, he does so much damage. He does so much damage. It's ridiculous how powerful this champion is. I mean, he does struggle against bruisers like Camille, as you can see in this clip right here. And I'm going to scroll up just because we don't want to see the death timer, because that's boring. But he does struggle against tankier enemies, especially tankier enemies with CC. So essentially, Rengar, I don't really suggest you to pick Rengar first. I suggest you to counterpick the enemy with Rengar. You're completely fine against Lux, for example. Lux is not a big problem because if she stuns you, or roots you, I should say, you can simply use your second ability, the empowered second ability, to cleanse it. Because remember, the empowered second ability cleanses CC. However, champions that are problematic are champions like Camille, Nautilus, you know, Blitzcrank. Champions with CC, champions that can lock you down. Like Camille, for example, she can spam her ultimate, and whenever you jump on her, she's immediately gonna ult, completely denying your big engaging damage that you would do. During this clip, you can see I'm actually playing pretty badly. I wasn't really utilizing the empowered second ability. I'm a lot better on Rengar right now, but during this clip, you can see I was actually struggling quite a bit, which is interesting to see. Every time I'm scrolling, I'm just dead. Like, look at this. Every time I'm scrolling, I'm just literally just dead in this game. But I assure you, Rengar is ridiculously strong right now. If you get good at this champion, right now is the time to play him. Something else you actually got to be careful of as well is, again, the existence of Bloodthirster. I would suggest Rengar into ADCs that just can't run. So think about Misfortune. Think about maybe even a Lucian. Think about Ezreal. I know Ezreal can dash, but like what I mean is someone like Jinx, for example, is very difficult for Rengar because Jinx can put down her third ability and you can't do anything against it. You're just gonna jump into her root. So that would be like one of the worst matchups. Or like Jhin, for example. You love to pick Rengar into Jhin. Jhin is a really good ADC right now, and Rengar does great into him. Also, since the rework, he's gotten so much better. That's another good thing about it, because now you just get that stack a little bit more easily. And yeah, what else do I have to say, really? Like, look, in a 1v2 situation like this, you're just gonna destroy them, like two-shot. You know what I mean? You're gonna two-shot, or you're gonna even one-shot with the empowered first ability. Something else that's important on Rengar, and I realized this after playing a couple of Rengar games, is you really wanna get that passive. Every unique kill you get on an enemy is permanently gonna increase your attack damage by 4%. And trust me, that makes the difference. That absolutely makes the difference. You know, getting 5 kills, 20% additional damage, that's what's going to carry your games, for sure. And it's a lot easier than you think. One thing you got to be careful of is early game, make sure you get a kill on the tanks. Like, for example, if the enemy top laner is a Garen, make sure you get a kill on him early game. Because the later we get, the more difficult it's going to be for you to kill that Garen. Like, you're just not going to kill him. And right here, I mean, look at that. If I just catch anyone off guard, it's a free kill. Why is Rengar even more broken than I'm saying? His ultimate cooldown is extremely low. Like, just whenever you see anyone wandering around alone, just ult, kill them, and continue the game. It's really as simple as this. Like, for example, in this clip right here, if I see someone move to top lane, all I'm gonna do is just ult, except for Camille. But if someone moves to top lane that I can kill easily, I'm gonna ult, kill them, just continue doing whatever I'm doing. I think I'm actually still interested in killing the Camille here, although it's gonna be difficult because like this Camille's, yeah, she's fed. And again, I made a mistake here. I should have used my empowered second ability. You can see in this clip, like I wasn't that good at Rengar yet. I am a lot better now, but like during this clip, you can see I was struggling for real, like pretty bad gameplay even. It's funny that I'm showing this here and telling you guys, oh, Rengar is really good, and meanwhile I'm showing you like the worst Rengar gameplay ever. But fun fact, even though I'm playing a terrible Rengar, you can still see I had 16 kills. Now imagine if I played a good Rengar, I would have just demolished this enemy beyond any measures. So yeah, moving on to the mid lane. I have to do Khazad. I'm not gonna do Aurora because Aurora is obvious. Everyone knows about Aurora. Fun fact, like you would think Khazad is an obvious broken champion as well, but it really isn't. I don't see him every game. Matter of fact, I almost never see Khazad being picked, and I don't understand why. Why are people not picking Khazad? This champion is ridiculously strong. Like even broken. They changed this ultimate where like in the late game you can use your ultimate every half a second, which is basically just spamming your ult. It's like having a flash off cooldown constantly. That sounds broken, right? Of course, the setback is that it costs a lot of mana, but you get a lot of mana from the items you go anyways. You know, Rod of Ages, Archangel Staff. You're going to be able to use your ultimate many, many times. All you have to do is just approach a team fight with full mana. And you're going to be able to ult so many times, get to their backline, go in and go out. And it's so fast. It is so fast. And in this clip right here, I'm against tanks. Khazariin struggles against tanks, but I'm still beating them. You want to pick Khazariin into like squishy backline. But even against these tanks, you can see I'm killing them. It's taking me a really long time. But you can see, even against these tanky enemies, I am still killing them with 2 items. This is only 2 items. Like I had a Rabadon's Death Cup at home. This champion, you have to get through early game. And it's easier than you think. First things first, you don't want to pick Khazariin into an AD champion in mid. So like against Lucian, against Zed, against Yasuo, any AD champion, they're going to beat you. Reason being is, Khazariin is already weak early game, but Khazariin can survive against mages because whenever you use an ability on Khazariin, you get a shield. You get a magic damage shield, which allows you to tank damage. So for example, if you're against an Orianna, you can simply use an ability and just tank her damage when she's about to poke you. This way, it's going to be a lot easier for you to just farm the lane without getting bullied too much. But against the Zed, yeah, that magic shield doesn't do anything because Zed doesn't do any magic damage. So you're going to lose the trade and you're going to have a lot more difficult time in the mid lane. So for Khazariin, you can always draft him. He is that strong. But if you want to have like the perfect draft, I wouldn't even really pay too much attention to tanks. He's okay against tanks as well. Like here you can see I'm destroying this Alistar. The only thing I would pay attention to is the mid lane matchup. Don't pick him against an AD mid lane matchup and you're going to be fine. Also, try to avoid Galio. Galio hard counters Khazariin as well. So, moving on. We're going to go to, boom, the ADC. And here is my favorite one. I want to take my time to talk about this one. Let me make my camera a bit bigger because you can see like a double camera. While I'm talking about this, you're going to see me getting like 10 kills in this clip. I'm going to move up so you don't see the death timer. But like literally while I'm giving you a 4-minute highlight, in this clip, you're going to see me get like 10 kills. Jhin right now is unbelievably broken. First things first, the Collector got buffed, which is one of the core items on Jhin. Secondly, Bloodthirster on Jhin as well allows him to survive assassin engages, which is normally his weakness, you know, getting assassinated. Third things is the Magnetic Blaster now jumps to multiple enemies. Jhin has the highest attack damage in the game from any champion. So his Magnetic Blaster is going to do a ton of damage and it does AoE damage on everyone. And then another thing as well is now if you get an overload on crit and Infinity Edge, you're going to do even more damage. So your 4th shot, which will do bonus damage based on missing health, and it crits, it's gonna crit even harder. I'm not sure if that's intended, but currently, basically the missing HP damage is not only gonna be doubled, it's gonna be like 2.5 or whatever. Like you're gonna have 125% crit, so you're gonna do so much extra damage. I mean, look at this clip right here. I just one-shot the Fizz, right? Like that was a complete one-shot. It's ridiculous that a champion can do this, and I mean, let's take a look here. I'm probably dead here, but Bloodthirster saved me. But look at that. Bloodthirster saved me and I'm still alive. I'm probably gonna die here. He's gonna chase me and it looks like he's gonna kill me. Yeah, I can't really kill him. I wanted to hit him here probably, but he's gonna kill me for sure. Yeah, my idea was maybe that basic attack will kill him, but it didn't. I'm gonna scroll up a bit because we want to see kills. We don't want to see me being dead. We want to see those juicy ass kills. 25 kills. You can't get that with many ADCs. An honorable mention, by the way, is Samira. This is a solo queue list, so Samira in solo queue does kinda suck. But if you ever play duo queue, Samira would be like the ideal pick. Samira is disgusting. Pick her with a good Blitzcrank, with a good Thrash, with a good, you know, any good, or even Nautilus or something. And you're gonna get 20 plus kills on a regular. Like, on a regular. That's how strong it is. But like Jhin is also a bit reliant on his support, but not as much as Samira. Oh my god. Oh wow, look at this. Look at this. Stasis, and I killed both of them. And then I'm gonna kill her as well probably. Look at this. Boom. Oh, I missed, but I'm just gonna secure the Elder with my 4th shot. 2,400 damage on the Elder, by the way, and my normal basic attack did 1,100 on the Elder. This is more than Smite. My 4th shot is gonna outsmite everyone. That's another thing about Jhin. You outsmite junglers with your 4th shot. Let me give you a little secret on Jhin as well. And something I noticed that makes Jhin even stronger. There's a lot of people that just always go fleet footwork on Jhin. And while fleet footwork is good on Jhin, especially in a lane where the enemy is gonna bully you, you can also go Arcane Comet. Go for Arcane Comet if the enemy lane doesn't bully you much, or if you just want to have even more damage. Arcane Comet on Jhin does a huge amount of damage because, remember, Jhin has the highest base AD in the game. Not the highest base AD, sorry. The highest scaling AD. So he has the highest attack damage in the late game. It goes up to like 900 attack damage late game, and even almost 1,000 when you take Baron. Arcane Comet does bonus damage based on how much attack damage and ability power you have. So on Jhin, you are gonna be doing 4,000, 4,500 damage just from the Arcane Comet, which is insane. I've had so many kills just from the Arcane Comet. So, moving on to the last role. This is an interesting one. Let me show you. This is Zyra. And the thing you may be wondering, like, where's Nautilus, where's Lulu, where's Yuumi? We all know about Nautilus, Lulu, Yuumi, and all of that. But no one is thinking about Zyra. So what makes Zyra special right now? Like, how is this anything good? How is she worthy of being in this list? Let me tell you. Zyra, she was already good, right? Like, she was already good. However, now she's insanely good because Liandry's got buffed. You are not, like, Liandry's is already going to be powerful. You don't need a Rabadon's Death Cap for it to be good. You just need to level up and it's going to burn the enemy like crazy. And Zyra does overtime damage, which of course keeps reapplying the Liandry's. And as a Zyra, you can expect to do like more than half or like 40% of the team's damage. This particular game, I did more than half of the damage my entire team did. And Rylai's Scepter as well is so powerful in combination with the Liandry's too. As a support, you are just gonna burn them. Honestly, Zyra is better than Brand. It's very similar to Brand support, but in my eyes, it's even better currently because she also puts those plants down, which can block projectiles and everything. And I just prefer her over Brand. Brand is also really strong. Don't get me wrong, because of the Liandry's. I even made a Brand video on the HellsDevil Plus channel. But yeah, Zyra is just so damn powerful right now. Also, by the way, guys, make sure you give this video a like. Put down a comment under this video to enter the skin giveaway. I'm gonna pick winners for this month and last month at the end of this month. So just put down a comment. You know, I'm giving away 6 skins right now. Also, follow me on Instagram. I'm very active on my HellsDevil Instagram page. You know, I got a new house. This is my house. If you guys want to see updates on how I'm building this house and everything, because I literally don't even have a floor and I'm currently building it with my uncle. If you want to see all of that, I'm posting it all on my Instagram stories. So just follow me on Instagram. The link is in the description. And if you want to get coached in Wild Rift too, you know, I'm currently very busy with coaching, but I love doing it so much. So I'm going to talk about it again. If you want to get coached by me, reach out via Discord, Instagram, or whatever. You know, ask me about coaching. I'll explain to you what it's going to look like, what it's going to cost. Me and you are going to hop in a call together when we're doing coaching. And yeah, I'm going to get you better at this game. You know, I've already been coaching for like 5 years. I've been a commentator and analyst for Wild Rift Worlds. You know, I've also coached competitive teams before. So let's just say I will be able to get you better at this game. So if you're interested in coaching, just reach out to me. You know, that's it. And what else did I want to say right here? So Zyra does well against champions that want to engage on you. So Nautilus, for example. Nautilus cannot do anything. Like, look, I literally just killed him. Malphite wants to engage on my team. I don't allow it. I don't allow it. I will root him in place. Any enemy that wants to engage, you hard counter when you play Zyra. You know, you against Alistar, you against Wukong, you against Lee Sin, are you against any type of engaged champion, whether they're tanky or not tanky? As a Zyra, you will deal with them. You will deal with them. And once you root them, it's over. Like, look, this Wukong was desperate. Oh wow, I cleansed that Seraphine ult. That was beautiful. This Wukong even flashed in because the whole game I've been terrorizing him with the roots and with the Rylai's Scepter slowing. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. thank you guys so much for watching. That's the top 5. And yeah, I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.